Hey everybody, Anyone Who's Here, and today we are checking out Contrast. It was just released on November 15th for $14.99, and not only is it available on the PC, how I'm playing it right now, but it is also available through the PS4. So that's pretty cool. It's not, I wouldn't consider it a launch title, since this is a really pretty much an indie game, but it is available on the PS4, and it's pretty cool. So, this is an indie puzzler type game. I guess I read a review that compared it as a mix between Limbo and BioShock Infinite. I thought that was a really good way of putting this game. Now, since this is an adventure puzzler type game, I'm going to try not to let you guys see too much of it. This is the type of game that you really need to experience for yourself because the story is really cool. But it has some really interesting gameplay mechanics that we're going to jump right in. I'm going to jump to a puzzle that pretty much in the middle of the game. I shouldn't tell too much about the story. I will allow any cutscenes to play, but right at the beginning here there is a cutscene that I am gonna skip. And it's gonna be right here at the start. So let's start this cutscene and I'll skip it because I just don't want to give you too much info on the plot. And this does give a spoiler.
It's you! Where have you been? Did you know the circus is in town? It's Daddy's circus. He says it's gonna be the biggest thing ever. Except he always says stuff.
Okay, so I wanted to skip it there because she continued on to say something that it's not a big spoiler, but it definitely spoils the game. So you're playing as, I believe her name is Dawn, the imaginary friend of her. Yes. Didi. Didi is her name, and you are her imaginary friend. Now, you have some really cool abilities, but before we could get into any of that, I first want to point out just how nice this game really looks. It uses the Unreal Engine, so it is a slightly old engine, but I mean, graphically, I really like the style, and it just looks so beautiful. You could play a little music by interacting with it, and as you can see, I am playing with a controller. I assume this can play well also with a keyboard, but this game's really made for a controller. So, like most games, besides the main quest, you have these little collectibles you could pick up. And we'll just take a look at this one. Oh, I guess we can't.
There aren't any pictures of the bad times. These were in the basement. She only takes them out when Daddy's living with us. You know, in stories where the little girl is really a princess and her parents aren't really her parents? Does she still get to see them?
So we picked up a collectible right there, and if you jump into, I guess because I'm playing a specific chapter, I can't go into them, but you can only hit the back button and see all the collectibles that you have picked up. So let's just keep on going. Like I said, I'm going to try not to give too much of the story out, but I also want to let the cutscenes play because they're just so well done. So let's pick up this.
Eviction notice. Daddy says he's gonna pay all the bills when the circus is a big hit. Come on, I want to go find Vincenzo.
Okay, so as you can see, this is Act 2. This is pretty much slap dab in the middle of the game.
You'll have to go through shadows.
So the really interesting ability of this game is that not only do you play in this 3D world, but you can also play in a shadow world like this, which is really cool. It's a very basic abilities. You can go into the shadows and you can dash like that. Dashing allows you to break through some walls. It also allows you to break through thin shadows like it says on the screen. One thing I did want to show you, I mean, look at that. That is pretty cool. It's very BioShock and Limbo-esque. And, I mean, using those two games as a mashup to explain this, I think is awesome way to do it. So, we will get through this first puzzle. Very simple. Just dash right through these. Oh, and one more, and we get out of the shadows, and here we are. So, now we have to get over there, actually. So, we just want to do a jump and then dive. Oop, and I missed it. Luckily, there's really no big penalty for dying. You generally start where you left off. And we just break through there. And we're back into the real world. So now we're going to follow Didi. Now, I mean, most of the game is you following her because, again, like I mentioned, you are Didi's imaginary friend. So we are going to jump into the circus that her dad is starting.
Hey, Vincenzo. Ready for our big night? People are really excited.
You're gonna have to give them their money back.
What? We're sold out.
You haven't paid me.
I got the money. We're selling out. You'll have it before the show.
Even if you do, I can't perform here. Your circus is a disaster.
It's coming together.
Your puppet show about the princess is missing the princess. You've lost your hot air balloon, and where did you get that pirate ship? It is a broken down piece of junk.
Come on, Vincenzo. It's opening day. There's always a few wrinkles to iron out. Look, I'll get it all fixed. No problem. Consider it done.
All right. But don't think that I will be some sort of shiny bauble that lures people into your scrapyard.
He's so mean.
I'll get it fixed, I promise. Or I'm a dead man.
I'm worried about Daddy. He always says it's okay, but those gangsters really hurt him. We have to fix the circus, so Daddy will be safe. Come on, it's this way.
So as you can see, there is a lot going on in this game. I don't want to let you know what's going on in the plot line because like I said, the story is really pretty awesome. And I'm having a ton of fun with it. And I mean, if you're going to play a game like this, you're playing it for the story.
Look, there's the balloon. It got snagged so they can't pull it down. But nobody can get up there to untangle it. I bet somebody didn't pay attention when he was tying it down. A carousel! I think I can turn it on. Do you have any luminaries?
Okay, so one of the pickups you have to pick up during this game, and they're hidden all around the area, are these luminaries right here. There is an X amount of them in each level, and you have to collect them all because you have to use them on different items. So like right here, I have to use 3 of them, but I only have 1. So we have to find 1 more luminary, which unfortunately I don't remember exactly where it is, but I have an idea of where we can actually get one. So let's go back up here. Actually, I think it's down here, maybe? Possibly? Yeah, over here is a good one. Like I said, this is the type of game that you really need to experience for yourself. So here's one of the cool mechanics of this game. So we're going to come on here, and now we're in the shadow world, and we can interact with all the different shadows. And as you can see up there, there was another luminary. So we're going to just ride this up and get up there, and now we have 2 luminaries. Very cool. Now, I don't remember. I know there's 15 of them, as it's obviously it says on the screen. I don't remember if I'm going to need more, if there's another one around here that I need to get. I feel like there is. So let's just take a quick look around here. See, do we see another? Yes, there's one up there, but I can get that from once this started. So we'll use the 3rd luminary.
I think I can turn this on now. I think you're going to need to get that beacon working.
So now, as we've seen, there is a luminary up there, as well as a luminary up there that we have to get. You can't really see here. So, I mean, this first puzzle right here really gives a good idea of how the mechanics of this game works. Whoa, we need to get back onto this horse, and that's not going to work. Get on this guy. Okay, here we go. So, we got to run around. We got to dash through that. We need to make our way up here, and we have our first luminary. Oh, we got to get out of here to get it. So, one of the coolest, it's just, the way the mechanics of this game works, it's pretty awesome. You could jump and then hop onto the shadows. You could jump while in the shadows. There's a lot to it that's really nice.
Are you okay up there?
Okay, so let's get up here. So now she's going to jump up there and allow us to get through. Oh. As you can see, this game is...
You're gonna need to get that beacon working.
Yes, we do. So you're watching this game from the child's point of view. Did we get that? Yeah, we did. One of the major issues this game has...
And now you can get up to the roof and untangle Daddy's balloon.
And I say one of the major issues, and that's not the right way of putting it. One of the only issues. Did we get that luminary over there? Yeah, we must have. Let's see. We could pause and see. We only have 2, so there's actually one more that we missed. Did we see where it was? And let me just take a look around here real quick. I don't see it. It's okay. We could probably continue without getting it. One of the only issues with this game that I have, and it's not really an issue with the game itself. It's just really how adventure games like this work, is the camera angles are really, really funky. The camera's really, really funky to use. So your right analog stick allows you to move the camera around. Let's get off this real quick and we can get right back on. I shouldn't have done that, actually. I think this is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, we're fine. The cameras get really, really hard to control sometimes, and you get stuck in really weird positions. Besides that, the gameplay is really, really fun. Oh, that was actually very nice. The gameplay is really, really fun. It's really, really fluid and smooth, and I really like it. If you're a fan of puzzle games, you are gonna... Whoa, yep, just screwed that up. And as you can see, there's little actual penalty for dying. I just start right where I was. Oh, man, I'm not gonna be able to get past this, am I? Let's see if I can. Oh, there we go. Nice. It's just... The mechanics of this game is really, really fun. The camera angles kind of mess it up sometimes, but it's hard to get away from... in games like this, trying to work with the camera. Besides that, I mean, it's $14.99. The price seems a little high, but for what you're getting here, for an awesome gameplay experience.
Hop in. I'll bring you back down. That was amazing. I wish I could do that. Would you teach me someday?
For what you're getting out of this game, it is really, really worth the $14.99. Now, one thing it is worth mentioning is it's not a long game at all. I believe, we want to do this one first. I believe I already beat it, and, you know, usually I try to play just maybe 20, 30 minutes of a game. No, more than that. Probably like 45 minutes to an hour before doing one of these reviews. But this, I couldn't stop playing. I had to continue playing this game because it was just so much fun. So what you notice is right now I have to actually fix this pirate ship. And one of the cool mechanics of using the shadow is not only you jumping in the shadow, which is nice, makes for a different type of game, but you can interact with the shadow. So for this puzzle, I have to use this box up here to position it in such a way that when I put it down, let's try to get a good angle on it. When I put it down, right here maybe? No. When I put it down, still not right. Let's just get this like that, maybe. No. Get it a little closer. And you'll see what I'm doing once I get it in the right spot. That might be okay. Now I have this little plank here in the shadow. Oh, no, that's not going to do it. Okay. But I will have that box there in the shadow that I will be able to interact with and now be able to easier climb up there. So let's try to get this. No, it's still not right. Maybe. No. Okay, maybe if I put this in a different spot, somewhere not so angled. Nope. Okay, so it's going to have to go there. I assure you that I beat this one already. As I said, I beat this whole game. I was just so much in love with it that I just had to continue playing. I didn't want to stop. Okay, so let's get this in the right spot. We can get this... Basically, we want to get up there where that blue flashy thing is so we can open up the door to this pirate ship. So let's try to get this in a better spot. That's not going to be it. And something like that. No. Basically, we want to put this box in a place, that might be it, where we'll be able to jump on it. No. I thought I was going to be able to do it with that. I thought that was angled enough. We want to be able to jump on that to make it up there. So let's try to move this around a little bit more. Get this, maybe that. That looks like that might do. Let's see. There we go. Okay, awesome. So now we get out of the shadows, press the button, and we have opened up the bridge. So now she can get up here with us, and we will have to go back over there. But before we do, we need to take this box with us to the next section, because this is going to be needed in the next section of the game. So right now we're fixing the 3 amusement park rides to help her brother. Help her father, I should say, not her brother. So when I step on one of these things, it opens up a part of the door. But obviously when I step right off, it's going to close again. So we're going to put that there to keep that door open. And this is your standard puzzle. You have 3 of those pressure plates. One there, one right there where we put the box, and another one through this door. And as you can see, this door is closed, but in our shadow world, we can get through it. So we need to open this up. This was actually a really hard puzzle. At least for me, it was a hard puzzle to figure out. But once you get it, it's actually, like most puzzles, once you figure it out, it's so easy to go back and do again. So we need to jump on here. There we go. And we are going to work our way up to this right here. There we go. And now we can take this one. I think there's also a luminary over there. We should actually get that. So let's put this down, get that luminary, because you need these, as I said, to complete the puzzles. These aren't just for some type of achievement. Am I not going to be able to do that? Okay, yeah, I can get back. Awesome. So now we're going to bring this down. And, okay, and we have to put this into that other... Ooh, yeah, I jumped off with it and dropped it into the other room. And just like yourself, when you don't have something holding, you could go into your shadow ability holding something, bring it into that room, and drop it right down onto it. Great. So now we got 2 or 3 of these done. I don't think... You know what? Let's do this, because I still need to get up there with that last box. So let's just do that. And we can grab the last box. And again, another problem with this is, like, right now I can't go into the shadows because the camera angle isn't right. So I have to actually turn the camera around to get into the shadow. Now, that might not seem like a big deal, but when you're doing the same puzzle over and over again, it does start to get a little bit annoying. But again, the engine they're using, which is the Unreal Engine, and adventure games in general, they kind of work like that, you know? I mean, no camera is going to be perfect, so it's a hard thing to get mad at a game about. Okay, so let's get this last door open. Awesome. So we have opened the pirate ride, and now we are going to ride it. Very cool. So let's hop onto this. Oh, I think I forgot a luminary. I did. It's fine. Wow, that load.
There she floats. Slice the main brace. Isn't it supposed to attack us or something?
So as you can see, basically what we're going to be doing this whole game is just slowly but surely helping Didi get through these areas and help her father run the circus. So let's get this last one. I was going to do the 3rd attraction also, but that's actually quite long, so I probably won't do that, just because A, it is actually a pretty long one, and B, it's a really nice story, and I think you might want to experience that one for yourself. I think this is an achievement. No? Yeah, it is achievement. Very cool. So let's get back to where we were. I didn't actually have that achievement yet. So right now we are just trying to move that tentacle out of the way so we can continue going.
You may fire when you are ready, Gridley. Isn't the bow supposed to shoot it again?
One of the issues I was afraid of with this game was the nature of going in and out of the shadow world. I thought it was going to get a little boring and repetitive after a while, to the point that the novelty was going to wear off. But I have to say, after playing throughout the whole game, that totally did not happen. I just had a ton of fun going in and out of the shadow world, trying to help Didi help her father. So let's keep on going. I believe we need to... Oh, we need to open this door, actually, first. There we go. And we need to go back into the shadow world. Now, again, there is a lot of explanation of what is going to... Oh, man. See, this is what I was talking about the cameras. I think the camera is stuck behind a wall. There we go. There is a lot more depth to this game, a lot more depth on what's going on, and you probably don't have a clue what I'm doing right now. But again, this is really the type of game that you need to experience for yourself. I didn't want to give away too much of the storyline. That's why I'm just doing this puzzle right now, just to give you a good idea of how the mechanics go, and what's really how this game really works. $14.99 sounds like a big price to pay, but I'll be completely honest with you. It only took me about 3 or 4, maybe 5 hours to actually beat this game, but I find it very, very much worth it. Usually short games like that don't really justify a cost of $14.99, but with how novel the gameplay is, how nice the story is, I have no problem with it. I would pay for this all day long. Cool. So we have opened up the tentacle. The boat is ready to go. So let's hop back on with Didi and get to the final portion of this pirate ship.
From you big squid. Go find a whale to pick on.
And it's great to hear Didi making her little comments.
Oh, wait, it's a whirlpool. He's sucking us down. We're sinking. We're doomed. It's Davy Jones' Walker for us.
One of the most fun parts of this game, and what really hooks me into it, is you're seeing this mostly adult world. Where was that? Hold on, I gotta find that ball. This adult world through the eyes of a child, which is really nice, because everyone could think back to some memories of when they were a kid, where as a kid you were you're seeing something going on, and your kid mind interprets it completely different than what really is going on. And when you think back to it as an adult, you realize you were completely off. You had no clue what was really going on. And that's really the MO of this game. You know, as a player, you'll probably pick up on what is actually going on, and what is happening in the game. But Didi is still a child, and she doesn't. All she knows is that she's trying to help her daddy start a circus, and she wants her family to get back together. And I probably said more about the game than I had comfortable letting on, but it's okay. So we are going to do this last puzzle here. Shoot our octopus guy.
And take that. Bam. Say goodnight, Gracie. Uh-oh. We didn't break anything, did we? Maybe we can get out that way.
Okay, I think I need to actually get this luminaries to open this door. I hope I have enough, actually. We should have enough. 2, 3. There we go.
Oh, I bet there's nothing actually broken. I bet it's just something you forgot to turn on.
So we were on this.
Daddy bought it. I bet there's just like one thing he forgot to do, and that's why the whole ride isn't working. It's probably in the control room, or the engine room, or something like that.
I mean, it's totally a kid's point of view.
Here. How are you gonna climb on shadows if it's dark?
And seeing the innocence, seeing this game.
This is that maintenance room I was talking about. Why didn't Daddy do it? I bet he didn't even read the instructions. I think we can restart the whole ride. I knew it. I knew it was something simple. I think all we need to do is pull these levers at the same time.
Watching this adult-themed game through the eyes of an innocent child.
Okay, 3, 2,
Oops.
1, go!
I was a little early, but it should be fine.
I think we fixed it! I think we fixed the whole thing!
Seeing these not so child, more adult themed actions going on through the eyes of a child is just a very, very interesting interpretation of the game. It's really nice. This isn't necessarily an open world game per se, but there really is a lot to explore and a lot to see. It really comes across like BioShock Infinite for that case, because BioShock Infinite was a linear type game. But there was exploring you can do, and you are rewarded for your exploring by getting those luminaries, which are necessary. Also picking up those collectibles, and the collectibles I think are actually pretty cool. It gives you some backstory to the game that you might normally not get. I don't think I got that luminaries. That seems very weird. I don't think I got that before. Oh, wait, hold on. How did I? Okay, we're a little stuck here. Oh, nope. Okay, let's try that again. I don't think I got this last game, so let's see if we can attempt to get it. Oh, you know what? It's not even going to start me back over there. So, that is... Oh, and I died again. That is Contrast. It was released last Friday, the November 15th, $14.99. I believe if you have a PS4, you can actually download it for free in the arcade. I don't know how long that's going to be for. I don't know if that's just an opening week type thing or if it's going to stay like that for a while. On the PC, it's $14.99. As I said, it's totally worth it. Oh, and you know what? This is something I didn't show. Throughout the game, you're going to see these little icons like this, and it's going to start a cutscene that you actually have to play through. Oh, so let's see if we can get through this. Oh, and... Oh, no, oh. And there we go. It's just little things like this that make the game so much fun. As I was saying before, BioShock Infinite, there's not a whole lot to explore because it's a linear game. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's a linear game, so it's not like it's a complete open world. But there is so much to explore, so much to see. All these signs up around, all the nice vistas. I mean, I can't talk about how much I really like the idea of this game, the gameplay of this game. And even though it is a little pricey, I feel like it's definitely worth the money. Especially if you like adventure games. If you're not a fan of adventure games to begin with, you probably wouldn't like this game all that much. But if you like adventure games like this, if you like games that are deep into storyline, you are going to love Contrast. As always, if you liked what you see, please leave me a like. It really does help me a lot. If you want to see me check out more videos, subscribe. And thanks for joining me. I will see you guys next time.